Hello Sagittarius and welcome to the Green Women Tarot. This is your reading for the next 2 weeks, which is from the 16th of August to the 30th of August 2021. And it's a general reading just to see what sort of energies are around you at this time, to see what's on the cards for you. But before we delve into the tarot reading, I need to consult the oracle, and this is Madame Endora's fortune cards, which I'll be using today to draw a couple of cards from, just to start your reading off with. So let's see, what words of wisdom does the mysterious oracle have for Sagittarius for the 16th to the 30th of August 2021. What messages are here for Sagittarius for the next 2 weeks? What does Sagittarius need to know at this time? Fan the deck out and pick a couple of cards, and let's see what you get. Okay, you have the Siren. A temptation may lead you astray, and you have fire. Reckless actions lead to conflict. So fire is all about passion and willpower and desire. So perhaps there's something that's really alluring, something that, lights your fire and calls you to pursue it. But be wary of being reckless in this pursuit. It may result in conflict or confrontation. So there's temptation and fiery passion for you. But let's see where the rest of the reading takes us. So let's see what's on the cards for Sagittarius for the 16th to the 30th of August 2021. What messages are here for Sagittarius for the next 2 weeks? What does Sagittarius need to know at this time? So this is the Dark Mansion Tarot that I'm using for you this week. And I'll be putting down a 5-card spread for you, Sagittarius, with the first card depicting you where you are now in your current situation. And the next card shows what's brought you to where you are, what is influencing you at this time, with the third card highlighting, the challenges you may face at this time, and perhaps the aspirations that you have. And the fourth card will offer you some guidance from divine energies as you move towards the final card, which may reveal your possible outcome to this time period. It'll certainly show what potentials are arising as you move out of this time period, what energies you're moving towards. So let's see what you get. Start with the Four of Swords, and that's flanked by the Six of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups. Your guidance card is the Eight of Wands, and the Page of Swords is your outcome card. Oh, look at that. The Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck. And this shows a wonderful, harmonious connection with others around you. A good balance of give and take, of support, both received and given. And being able to enjoy this contentment. So this is a card of domestic bliss, contentment, relationship, happiness, certainly. And you've also got the Two of Cups in your card, so it sort of fits well with your siren and fire. But where do you start? Well, this shows a period of healing, resting, stepping back, actually laying down arms in order to recuperate, regenerate, and perhaps even gain a new perspective. Here, the Six of Pentacles, now this speaks to me very much of wanting to find a good balance, a harmonious situation of give and take. This being Pentacles, it usually leans towards resources and on a material, on a practical level. But looking within the spread, and the sense I get from it today is sort of, a need to find a good balance in something, and that could well be for many of you a relationship, because this spread leans that way today. But you've sort of find yourself having closed off from things, from people, and just shut down to some degree because you've needed to recuperate from something, to recover. And perhaps, there's a fear of not being able to find this balance, this the stable and give and take in a relationship. Because your challenge here is to find this perfect connection, to find this union, and to embrace it. Now, I'm sort of noting here the little apple of contentment, if you will, but there's this apple, there's worms in it. So it's, there's perhaps a sense of jadedness, which creeps into the fore as you want to embrace a potential connection. And maybe that's things of the past. So perhaps you need to work through that, work through difficulties in the past in order to embrace a new connection. But it's something you certainly seem to be very drawn to, something that really ignites your passions. But there's this caution almost, which with just the oracle seems cautionary. It's perhaps something within you. And there's this sort of struggle between going for this connection, this union with a wild abandon, answering that call, that passion, that alluring attraction, but at the same time worrying about the authenticity of that connection, and whether it can last, whether it can stand the tests of time and become strong and continue to grow. So your guidance is clear communication. These two cards together speak of finding your voice and expressing that in trying to do so in a way that isn't abrasive or clumsy, but here we have the Eight of Wands. Your guidance is to communicate openly, clearly, swiftly, and it sort of suggests taking swift action. It's sort of interesting how it's turned what seemed to be simply a word of caution from the oracle into using that fear or that trepidation and at the same time that passion, that desire, and balancing the two out. So you move towards things suddenly taking off, and moving very swiftly, almost too fast for comfort, and it's connected to opening up the communication. Here she's flying through the air with her little satchel that has letters in it. It's about sending messages, sending and receiving messages, perhaps across distance. And the Page of Swords as well. This is about finding your voice, but remaining true to yourself, holding on to your integrity, even if it could sort of make a connection a little bit difficult at first. It's sort of imperative. Perhaps it seems to you want to find a connection that allows you to be who you are, to express yourself, to have your opinions, to have your say, to have your voice. So I get a sense here of a wonderful, passionate connection, whether that's a romantic one or something to do with a connection with a place or an endeavor, a hobby, a job, a pursuit. But it's a very exciting connection that stirs your passions, that you almost find irresistible. But with clear communication, you can go for it and sort of find that harmony, that contentment, and enjoy it. So there you have it, Sagittarius. I hope you enjoyed your reading and that it resonates with you. And if so, please remember to hit the like, share and subscribe buttons. And then enjoy the next 2 weeks. And God bless you till we meet again.